Well, hello.
Hello again. It is your two favorite morbid bitches, Chrissy and Lulu, with another Reddit time story for your favorite podcast, Midnight Garden Society.
Yes. This time we're focusing on.
Fucked up family stories.
I've got many of those, but I'm not sure if I'm like ready to share.
Oh, we all know we all have fucked up personal family stories in which maybe we'll never tell you about them, and you and I will just enjoy them, laughing to ourselves.
Right. We
Like,
should like give him fake names and say it's like someone submitted it and it's like our story.
can you imagine? Oh, imagine the comments like, "Boy, this family's
Oh,
fucked
they're
up."
fucked. Yeah. And we're like, yeah.
I wish I never knew them.
I'm glad they're not my family.
I know. What on earth? So this is from
Not Chrissy's family.
not my family because I got it off of the Ask Reddit subreddit.
Okay.
And the title for this one is, "What is the most awkward family drama in your family that made everyone gasp out loud?"
Oh my God.
These are some great stories. And I honestly kind of love the comments. Reddit's amazing. I love Reddit so much. Okay, so
Can we guess?
go for it.
Okay. I'm going to get 3 guesses.
Okay.
One, maybe like the daughter-in-law got pregnant by the father-in-law.
Whoa.
That would make a family gasp.
I know, right?
Yeah. And then maybe like the mother-in-law effed the son-in-law. Oh no! You know what?
Mm.
You know what would make the family gasp?
What?
If it were like the mother-in-law
Mm-hmm.
of the guy had like sexual relations with the father-in-law of the girl.
Oh my God. That's weird. Yeah.
I could see that.
It's so weird.
And now they're like both kind of half brothers if they have a baby.
Oh, that's really
Like, so morbid.
that's so weird. Okay.
Oh, I have a story
Oh my God.
at the airport that I heard.
Oh,
But yes.
okay.
Okay.
You tell us that at the end.
Yes, I'll tell you that at the end.
Okay. This is from Bitter Departure 5586. I actually really like that name. I wish I was more creative with mine.
What's the name?
Bitter Departure.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This one says, at a family reunion, my uncle decided it was a perfect time to announce that he had secretly married his girlfriend of 5 years. Someone most of the family didn't even know existed.
Oh.
While everyone is still processing the surprise, my aunt blurted out that she had filed for divorce, completely overshadowing his moment. The room fell silent as everyone exchanged awkward glances, trying to figure out whether to congratulate or console them. To top it off, my grandma dramatically declares that she was done with all of us and left the table, leaving everyone stunned and speechless. Imagine you're there at your family's family reunion, and your uncle's all like, "Guess what, family? I'm married. I married my girlfriend of 5 years." And you're like, "Wait, you had a girlfriend? What?"
Right.
And then your aunt just blurts out, "Oh yeah, well, I'm getting a divorce." And you're like, "Oh my God, why are you, what?" And then grandma's like, "All right, that's it. I'm done with all of you. This is a fucked up family. I'm out." And just fucking leaves everyone. You're like, "Grandma, where are you going?"
I think my family would be more pissed at the wedding thing. Because they'll be like, where was the damn fucking party?
Where was the party at?
So you didn't invite us? That's what they would be upset about.
This is some of the comments here are for grandma. They're like, "I'm on team grandma. You go, grandma."
Honestly, yeah, I'll be like, I'm done. Goodbye.
I mean, you know what? If this is what happens at every single family reunion,
But then at the same time, they didn't like harm anyone. So it's kind of like just them.
maybe. I mean,
I don't know.
it's, imagine you're there just sitting there. You're like, I mean, like, I'm used to my family gatherings, like as Mexican families gathering, when everyone gets together, everyone drinks too much, and then everyone eventually starts arguing over the terrenos or some family drama that happened before you were even born, and you're just sitting there like, this is why I don't come to these things anymore. After an hour or two, everyone just gets drunk and starts yelling at each other. And then the next day, it's like, hey, that was a great get together. It's like,
Let's do it again next week.
let's do it again. You're like,
see, my family, they don't get into arguments. We rarely get into arguments. Rarely. And even if we do, they like sweep him under the rug.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's not my family. We get drunk and start arguing.
But man, because I have some really juicy stories. I'm telling you, they have nothing on my family.
I know, me too.
They have nothing on my family.
I know. I mean,
It's like that's just like
maybe the next. Maybe
we don't scream at each other. We don't. We never scream at each other. But like there's just some fucked up shit that's happened.
Oh yeah.
But like especially when you said like terrenos and stuff like that. Oh,
yeah, oh god.
But my family, whenever they get together, they start like talking. The women talk about. I don't know what the guys talk about, but the women talk about. Remember so and so who died like 20 years ago? Yeah. Well, her niece died.
Yeah.
Oh, she's dead. Oh yeah. Oh, so then her father's all alone. Yeah, he's alone. Oh wow. So it's just that.
Okay.
And then there's like gossip about inheritance. Like I can tell like this one story of a distant family member. But this happens a lot. So this distant aunt of mine, she had one property. She wasn't like the wealthiest of the family. She was actually one of the people that had the most financial difficulty throughout her life. And she had a bunch of kids, usually the ones that have the most.
That's right.
Yeah. Kids are expensive.
They are.
So,
I'm sorry for the dog constantly barking.
It's fine. So, this aunt, you know, she had like this one property and she had like four or five children. She had like 4 children. Yeah, 4 children. And then so she dies and then leaves everything to her husband. But the husband, you know, he's old. He's retired. Like, he can't work. By the way, like, they live in Mexico. And the house was 2 floors, but it was built in parts too. And the lower part is where everybody lived, and then the top part was kind of like built halfway. You had like the concrete stuff, but you didn't have like the actual windows, the doors, the floors, the kitchen, the blah blah. So then one of the cousins, I don't know who, said, "You know what, Dad? I have like a great idea. I think because you don't have like Social Security like you do here in the U.S. They don't give you money. I mean, they do if you had like a job with like the government or registered with the government. But if you were like any type of like labor worker, like a construction worker or something like that, if you weren't like paying taxes, or it's kind of like in the U.S. If you're not paying taxes for it or saving for it, you're not going to get any money. And then in Mexico, you get even less money. It would be like someone working as a teacher and getting $200 a month as, you know, retirement pension. So he needed money. So one of the cousins is like, you know what? I have a great idea. Why don't we finish off the second floor? My husband and I finish it off for you. We'll put in our own money, and you can rent it out. And you can live off of that money.
It's a good idea.
Great idea. The only thing is that, again, there were like 4 children. So then they finish off the second floor. They start renting it. And the father lives off of that house for like 2 or 3 years. Then he dies. And then all kids inherit the property. Now, it's going to be a second home for all of them. And they can't really share it. So we're like, you know what? The best thing to do is to sell it. So then how should the money be split?
Until 4 ways.
Just 4 ways?
Yeah. There's 4 kids, 4 ways.
And then what about the investment upstairs?
Oh, shit. That's right. I mean, you do technically would have to pay it back.
So they didn't.
Oh.
So the couple that put in the funds for this second floor, they were like, you know what? Like, this is how much. We put 20 grand into it. So they're like, off of the sale price, just knock $20,000 off, and you can add that to our part.
Yeah.
Because we're also increasing the sell value.
Mm-hmm.
If we hadn't finished it,
Mm-hmm.
then it would sell for a lot less, or people wouldn't be interested because who's going to want to live with some ugly, unfinished area in the second floor?
Exactly.
So yeah, so that happened. So they never gave like their share to the couple that, yeah.
Wow.
And I said 20,000, but it was probably like $70,000.
Mm.
Well, yeah, like 70, because they had to do like plumbing. It was just
Oh yeah, plumbing, electrical.
yeah, and it was basically a second house on the second floor. It wasn't just like a little room.
Yeah, yeah. And for those who don't know anything about houses in Mexico, it's common over there for them to be made out of concrete because of the earthquakes.
Yes. So, and also not just because of the earthquakes, but it's just less common to have like so much wood.
Yeah, that's true. It's less
have
common.
Mountains.
Yes.
So because the mountains are there, it's cheaper to build out of concrete and block than it is out of wood.
Mm-hmm.
Like it would be in the U.S.
Exactly.
We don't have as many mountains. So yeah. So, and I mean, they're still talking. Like they were upset for like a month, and then they made peace.
Mm-hmm.
They reached like no resolution. They just pretended it didn't happen, and they carry on.
That's
Yeah,
weird. Wow.
Toxic.
That is toxic. Yeah, and
and that's like the light. That's
yeah. And like the family home up for us over there in Mexico, it's also made out of concrete. It's also 2 stories. It's also like the houses in Mexico are way different than the houses in America.
Yeah.
Like, oh, whoops.
My mic.
Like, they're so vastly different. Like, for us, most of the rooms that you sleep in are on the second floor. There's a floor that's not really finished. It's like common for every house in Mexico for some weird reason.
Yeah, I mean,
there's like the formal dining room, the formal sitting room.
Live there, but for people who like live in the U.S. and then go back, it's very normal like, to build it in pieces, and then people die or lose their jobs, or it's just not convenient, or they stop going because of safety issues. You know. So yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of family drama. That's the one story I can share.
Oh, okay. Well, in ours, our stuff is like, well, you know, my stuff's, there's so much drama happening in my family that I haven't seen a lot of them for a while, so that's probably my part of my drama, that I just avoid my family. But like in our family Mexican house, it's right next to the cemetery, so it's super haunted.
I remember you telling me that.
Yes, and like the kitchen over there in our Mexican house, it's like inside the house but also outside the house. There's like it's not like covered in 4 walls like normal kitchens are.
Okay.
It's only like 1 wall, and then you can kind of like walk right outside and then walk right the other way.
Oh, that's neat. I like that.
Kind of like
it's like indoor outdoor living.
Yeah, it is. It basically is.
Yeah, I like that. That's very original.
So no, that's mainly because this is my family. That's the way they are.
That's fun.
But
and that way the house doesn't get smelly. That's very neat.
So that house isn't interesting. I haven't been there in like 18 years. Maybe 20 years now that I think about it. Wait, what year are we in? It's almost 2026.
2026, yeah.
The last time I was there was
tomorrow's 2026.
Shit.
No, yes. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Last time I was in Mexico was 2008.
Damn. Chrissy?
So yeah, 18 years. It's been 18 years since I set foot in Mexico.
I go often.
I have,
but I haven't seen those family members that I was talking to. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh no, you're good.
I was talking to you about. I don't know why the lights are blinding me now. I don't know why. Let me go like this.
I know, right? Me too.
But I haven't seen like that part of the family in a while. They were kind of problematic.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Let me get us another family story from Reddit.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, this is another one from the same subreddit, Ask Reddit. And what is the most awkward family drama in your family that made everyone gasp out loud? And this one is from Milton. Sorry. Mm-hmm. My grandmother was a serial arsonist. We're almost certain she burned down several of her own businesses for insurance, but we could never prove it, and she got away with it. There's always been an awkward thing, and I just remember the other day that about one of the fires that happened when I was a kid. She called us to her home. Oh, so for some trivial reason at short notice. Then she pointed at a fire at a distance and screamed, "That looks like my store," and started running around calling the fire department, dramatically freaking out. It was her store, and I forgot about it in the aftermath, but remembering, I just realized she used us as a fucking alibi. And the comments are great. They're calling her Pyro Granny.
Oh my god, I love Pyro Granny.
God forbid a woman make some money.
That's right. You know.
Oh, and there's more. The lady commented some more, saying, unfortunately, she also burned down several neighboring businesses a couple of times, including her own minor children as a scapegoat. In one fire, and killed several guard dogs. It sounds amusing as an isolated incident, but she truly was a monster, and she left a slew of trauma in her wake. Imagine you start a fire and then you say, "Oh, it's the kids playing. It's my kids playing with matches."
You know what? I was going to tell you. So, back in the day when I was in high school, remember when we partially moved outside of Houston to the suburbs?
Yes.
Okay. So, like we said earlier in another episode, Houston is a city where you're like, oh, you're 3 hours away. Like, that's nothing. Like, you're 3 hours away from everything, or 2 hours away from everything.
Mm-hmm.
And we moved out of town to the suburbs, but my high school was still in the city, college too. So we would have to drive constantly. But the pro was that this was like a new construction.
Oh, right.
And like, we loved that house. It was beautiful. No one had lived there, no ghosts. You know, it's peaceful. It was nice.
You could start your own hauntings.
Right. So we were like, this house is perfect. But then we started driving and we're like, damn, like it's like 3.5 hours, almost 4 hours. Like we would one way. So getting back would be like total 6 hours, 7 hours driving. And my dad's like, you know what? Like we can't do it. We've lived here for 6 months. I think we got a taste of the good life, but we need to go back to reality. Like we need to go back to our old house. Good thing we were renting it. So he's like, you know what? We're going to live in the old house in the city. And then we're going to move. And then we're going to rent the one in the suburbs. So we started renting to this one family. And like at first, like when we met them, you know, they were a lovely family.
I remember. Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Like that house had the worst luck. I think you're remembering like a different story.
No.
What happened with that house?
No, I remember it was the first renters.
Okay. So like this lady shows up and she has like a ton of money. And she's like wanting to pay. Well, first, you know, we met her husband. She had 2 kids, very similar to us. I have a brother too. And they just, you know, they seem great. And they were like, you know what, we're looking for a house to rent for a whole year. We need, because our home burnt down. So we're like, oh, okay, well, you know, this is the house, but we need you to take care of this and that. It's brand new. We've only lived in it for 6 months. They love it. And then they're like, okay, well, that's great. And then they gave us almost like the full year payment.
Like not suspicious at all.
Not suspicious at all. And my dad, you know, he's like, oh, you know, maybe it's like the insurance money. So I guess, you know, it kind of made sense. So we didn't question it. You know, we were like starting with renting.
You were new renters.
We didn't know any better. And then as we started knowing them, we start talking to them a little bit more about, how's your house going? Like, is it almost ready? And they're like, yeah, there was a delay. And it took turns out it took 2 years for them to rebuild their home. But here's the thing, like the way their house burned down, that's like the creepy part.
How did it burn down?
Okay, so they say, allegedly, that the mom was at home, everybody was at home. They were getting ready to go to school. And then the daughter, she was straightening her hair in the bathroom. And she left her hair straightener in the bathroom turned on. And that there was like an electrical thing. And then they left and didn't notice that she didn't like
unplug
it and that it burned down. But then like I went straight home and I looked at my hair straightener.
Oh God.
And it has like a little button that kind of goes boop.
Yeah,
if there's
Yeah, the safety thing.
Yeah.
I
So,
mean, maybe their house didn't have it. Maybe it was faulty. Maybe.
oh, but here's the thing. Their house was also a new construction.
Oh shit! Then it should have had it.
So what happened was they literally bought a house literally around the same time that we bought ours,
Mm-hmm.
and they owed a ton of money on it because it was, you know, brand spanking new.
Well, yeah.
Because you take a mortgage for 30 months or 30 years.
30
And
months, Jesus.
30 months, right?
What are the payments on that?
100,000 a month. And what? And where was I going? Oh yeah. So they owed like 95% of the house. And then it gets burnt down. They get a new construction and they don't know it anymore.
Oh wow, yeah, I can see that's highly sus.
Uh-huh.
That's
And then
suspicious.
like the hair straightener.
I mean, cheap ones are bad, and we had cheese,
You had cheese?
not cheese, the straightener.
Oh, cheese. Yeah, we did have cheese. Yeah, that's still what I use.
I gave up on my hair. I need
I
to dye
rarely
it now that I
straighten
think
it,
about
but yeah. But yeah, so that's like my one experience with something burning. Oh, and then there was this one house that my dad wanted to renovate. He's like, I think I can flip a house.
Oh yeah, I remember when he was in his flipping phase.
Yes, and we went to look at this one house, and I was like, and the guy was like, the realtor was like, I think it. No, she's like, this one burnt. Like a part of the house was burnt down. I'm like, oh, that's fine. Like we can just knock it over. We can rebuild it. Of course, like they do that all the time on GHTV. I'm sure we can do the same.
Oh my god.
So we go look at it, make an appointment. We're walking through, and it's like just like newspapers after newspapers and boxes and just like stuff everywhere and like clothes. It turns out it was a house of like this granny that was a hoarder.
Oh my god.
Yes, and like in there you could feel like this heavy energy in the house.
Did grandma burn down with the house?
The grandma burned down with the house. She died there.
Forget that house.
Wait, and like I'm finding this out as I'm walking through the house. Remember, I'm a scaredy cat.
Oh my god.
And the realtor, like he was a really good friend. And he thought it'd be funny to lock me in one of the rooms.
What an asshole.
My
How's
dad was laughing too.
this is why we're traumatized.
Yeah.
It's not right.
Yeah, it's not.
That's so bad.
Yeah, that's my story. Those are my two stories with fires.
I feel like that's like the Mexican trauma of being Mexicans, you know, like your parents like to make fun of you
Ugh,
while you're crying.
the worst jokes.
Like you, oh yeah, this is a dead person that died there.
Not too long ago. My husband and I were talking about how much of a scaredy cat I am.
Yeah.
And I was telling him, I was like, no, I'm scared of this and I'm scared of that. And then he said, well, I'm sure you are after your dad locked you in that funeraria. Funeraria is like a
The funeral home.
home.
Oh,
And I'm
not
like,
that.
what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, your dad locked you when you were a little girl in a funeraria.
I remember that story.
But wait, I blocked it out of I guess trauma or something. I'm like, no, that didn't happen. And then because it happened like when I wasn't a little girl, I was like in high school. So we knew
I
each other.
remember you told
And I
me
told you
about
when
that.
it happened, but then after that I forgot. Like
You
I blocked
totally
it.
forgot. You blocked it out of your memory.
And then I'm like, no, it didn't happen.
And
And then I'm like quiet in the car, and then I'm like, oh my god, it did happen. So it turns out that when my grandfather died, my dad was a little bored. And him and his brother thought that it would be funny to get the 17, 18-year-old lying on the couch and like pick her up and put her on the bed on the funeral home. And I can remember if they put me inside of a casket or just like the bed where they clean the bodies.
Oh my god.
And then I remember it was clean though. And I remember opening my eyes like a little bit because I was like kind of like waking up
Mm-hmm.
and like just seeing like the door closing and like through that little gap as the light starts getting lower, my dad going,
Oh my god.
and I start screaming and they immediately open the door and I get out.
I would have bursted out into tears saying, what is wrong
I think
with
I started
you
laughing
today?"
too. And then I started like,
Maybe it's a nervous laugh.
yeah, it was like a nervous laugh because that
I would have
happened to me a
been
lot.
crying and
And
yelling at my
then-
dad.
Like my mom was somewhere off crying, but it wasn't like her father, it was my dad's father.
Yeah, I think women are more emotional.
So And then someone was like, you know what? He's just coping. Like, let it slide.
Let it slide. No.
Yeah.
Traumatizing your kid.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll remember this when you're old, Dad. I'll pick the shittiest nursing home for you.
Girl, I told him. I immediately called him and I was like, hey, remember when you did this to me?
And he started laughing again.
He was like, no, I didn't. And I'm like, no, yes, you did, because you told my husband and you were laughing with my husband about it. And then he just told me. And then he's like, oh, that.
Oh my God. Oh,
he's like I was just kidding.
My God. This just sounds, yep, that's very Mexican.
Yeah.
It's like, this is why we have trauma, dads.
Seriously. So yeah, those are my stories.
Okay, I'm gonna give you.
I need another cookie.
Go for it. I'm gonna say this will be our last Reddit story.
Okay.
So this one, the person deleted who they are, so I'm sorry, deleted, unless that's your actual name, which is honestly that's clever. But here's this story, which I love. So all my life, my mom would talk about what a horrible baby I was. And she would talk about how much better of a baby my older sister was. Don't worry, not a trauma dump. It's just funny, I promise.
Okay.
So one summer, we go to a big family reunion. All the most distant relatives present, etc. Everyone's eating, and then the kids all go out to play. And being nonstop sporty, I just kept. And being non-sporty like us.
Oh.
I just kept sitting around the adults. My older sister didn't come because she had just gotten married and was off on her honeymoon. Anyways, Mom launches into me talking about how bad a baby I was, and everyone was just kind of letting her wind herself up about it because that's just how she is. And says how my older sister was such a good baby. My aunt, drinking heavily by this point, blurts out, "How the fuck would you know?" And it turns into a whole fight. And eventually, someone took me aside and explained that my mom lost custody of my older sister when she was a newborn and didn't get her back until she was 4 or 5.
Oh my God.
And that's how that story ends.
You know, that reminded me of another experience that I had that I can share. You guys, I'm adopted. No, I'm kidding. No. So one time it was my birthday and we were in Mexico. We were visiting because my birthday's in the spring. So like near spring break, right? So we're in Mexico and I'm like, this is amazing. Like I get to celebrate my birthday with all my cousins.
Oh, I think I remember this story too.
And my brother was single. He's still single. He's still single, by the way.
Don't worry, ladies. We're going to be doing interviews.
Right. I don't think they're going to want to join my family after this.
Ladies, like, never mind.
So my brother is single, right? And my parents are like, you know what? We need to like find him a girlfriend, or not find him a girlfriend, but we need to be supportive of him having a girlfriend because we want him to have a girlfriend. This. And we want him to get married.
I think your mom wanted me to date your brother for a minute, and I was like, I see him more like a little brother.
Yeah,
because I've known you guys forever. She was
great. She was like, she took every opportunity she saw. Anyway, so my cousin, one of my cousins, she's like, I have the perfect match for you. Oh,
I think I remember this.
My cousin with the curly hair.
Yes, yes, I remember this.
Okay, so then she goes like, I think I have the perfect match for you. I'm going to invite her to the party this Saturday. That way you can meet her like in a casual gathering. And my dad and my mom, they're like, this is amazing. Like, yes, take her. Like, they're going to meet. They're going to fall in love. They're going to get married. They're have babies. Everything's going to be great. And then, the date's set. And this was like Friday or Thursday or Friday. And that party was my birthday, by the way. So my dad, he's like, you know what? He started thinking. He starts talking to my mom. Taking that girl to meet our son for the first time at his sister's birthday party, it's a little too much. She might get scared off. I think we should like remove the birthday from the party.
Forget it's your birthday.
That way, she just thinks it's like a fat casual family gathering. So then he told the whole family and my mom too to not. They spoke to me. They didn't ask me. They just told me that was gonna happen, and then they called the family and they were like, "Hey, like don't say happy birthday to her,
That's so wrong.
and don't bring any gifts
That's even worse.
because then she's gonna know it's a birthday. Like this one girl's gonna know it's a birthday."
Oh my God.
And like they ordered a cake, but they had to remove like my name
Happy
and
birthday.
happy birthday.
It's just a plain ass
It
cake.
was just a plain ass cake, and it was like the worst birthday party ever.
Oh my God.
Because it wasn't a birthday party. There were no gifts. Nobody could even say happy birthday to me. Oh, and then the girl like never showed.
She stood him up.
She stood him up.
And they ruined your birthday.
And they ruined my birthday. And then everyone was like, "Oh my God, like can we
at least start saying happy birthday?
Yeah, can we say happy birthday now?" Yeah.
If I were you, I would have been like,
And they never saw each other again. And they never dated. And like he's still single.
and he's still single.
Yeah.
You know what? If I were you, I would have been saying like, all right, well, since you bitches didn't bring me any presents, I want cash. US dollars
I
right
would've been
here.
like, that's fine. I got Zelle.
Sell it to
Go
me.
ahead,
Give
Zelle
me
it.
money.
Zelle it, bitch.
Give me my money.
Yeah.
You left my present. Just give me my money.
I was so mad. Like, but at the same time, I was like, okay, if they don't want to have a birthday party for me, I'm not going to push them to have a birthday party. So there's no point in me making a fuss about this.
True.
So then I just told my husband, well, he wasn't my husband back then. We were dating. And then he and his family took me out for my birthday.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And then my dad was like, why are you so late?
Because you bitches forgot my birthday and this bitch didn't even show up. So you know what? Give me money instead. That's why. You ruined my birthday. Like, nice matchmaking,
I believe you,
Dad.
my parent, believe me, like my parents love me and they're great parents. But like they were like, this is a state emergency. We have to cancel your birthday. Like your brother might finally get married. And like 6 years, 7 years later, he's not.
Oh my God. But you
Yeah.
are.
But I'm still alive.
And you're married and you have kids.
Yeah.
So
And like till this day, they're like, set him up, set him up. Oh my God. I have so many stories of me trying to set him up with teachers, with my kids' teacher. I stopped. I tried to set him up with one of my son's teachers. It was like the worst thing ever.
oh no. And now your son's failing.
Well, no, thankfully, like the year was almost over, and
Oh,
then
thank
he
God.
moved to another. Yeah, but it was. My husband was like, "Why would you do that?" I've done it to friends. Like I've lost friendships. Like no, the guy wants to be single. He's still single. He can stay single. I'm
I
not.
know. Let him live his life.
Yeah.
He's fun. He's having the time of his life being single.
Oh my God! I set him up with a neighbor.
And now you guys aren't neighbors anymore.
Actually, we're not. Yeah, you're right. But not for those reasons. The girl got really sick.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I hope she's okay.
I don't know if she is.
Oh Jesus Christ. I'm gonna pretend she is.
Yeah. So he's just had no luck.
Maybe he's not meant to have a family. I mean, like get married.
He doesn't have to.
He doesn't have to.
I'm not the one pushing. I just wanted to help, but I don't know. There's nothing to be done.
Well, you know how Hispanic parents are. The traditional way, you find someone, you get married, you have kids, blah blah blah. And when you're single, you're like, why? Why are you single? Why are you alone?
Yeah.
You're like, let me live my life. I'm happy.
That's it.
That's it for our Reddit stories for today. Do you have any fucked up family stories? Send them to us. And I think we have an email. We do.
We do. It's Midnight Garden Society Podcast at gmail.com. And I'll make sure to write it in the description right here. Yes. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm
So-
okay, by the way. Like, do not worry.
Yeah, we are okay.
Yeah.
The kids are all right.
I'm not traumatized at all.
We learned to cope with it by
Yeah.
pushing it down and then laughing about it later.
Crystal has some really good ones too.
Oh,
Next time you
God.
share.
God.
I shared some of mine.
You want me to give you one of mine? I'll give you one of mine.
Tell me.
Okay. This is the story of when my dad shaved my head when I was a baby.
I love that story.
Oh my God. Yeah. So my dad, there's this, I don't know if it's like a Latin American thing or a Mexican thing, but there's this thing where supposedly if you shave your baby's head, the hair is supposed to grow back strong and beautiful.
Girl, even like white ladies, like they have, like it's trending.
Oh my God. Well, then maybe it's a Latin American thing.
Yeah, it was, but I think like now it's expanding to
That's so weird. But anyway,
other cultures.
The theory is that you're supposed to shave your baby's head within the year of it being born or something like that. And the hair is supposed to grow back stronger, shinier, prettier. However you want your baby's hair to be. I think the theory is. So newsflash, that's not how genetics works ever. But that's one of the what do you call them? A myth?
I'll tell you what though.
What? Superstition? What?
I used to have like really thin hairs on my legs. And then when I shaved them, like they came out thick.
Oh my God.
And like angry.
Angry.
Like,
okay, well,
yeah.
Anyway, my dad kept taunting my mom when I was a baby, saying, I'm going to shave her head. I'm going to shave her head. I'm going to shave her head. I don't like her hair. And my mom's like, leave her alone. She's just a baby. You're not going to do it. It's just a baby. So my mom didn't believe my dad would ever do that. So he's like, I'm going to do it one day. I'm going to do it one day. One day he did. So he thought it would be a great idea if him and his brother would part my head in the middle with a pen and let's see who can shave the baby's head the fastest. But not with an electric shaver, the fucking face razor ones.
I didn't know he used one of those.
Yes. On a newborn's head. I was like maybe a few months, almost a year, I think.
Oh my God.
Oh, there's pictures of me with my shaved head. My dad's proud of it in the pictures.
Of course he would.
Anyway, he thought it would be hilarious. So they did that. So I've got I had little nicks and cuts from, because it's baby skin.
Yeah.
And a fucking razor from the 80s.
That hurts.
Anyway, my aunt's like, oh my God, what did you guys do? So she
fixes it
by shaving it all evenly because there's patches here and there and my fucked up uncle and dad. And then to make matters worse, my dad decides, hey, let's draw a mustache on her with a pen. So he draws a little mustache on me with a pen too. And now my sister gets home from school. So I think she's like in middle school, maybe. Maybe she just got out of middle school. Yeah, she just got home from middle school. And she gets home and she sees me and she's like, oh my God. She's like, I'm going to my room. I don't want any part of this. So she goes to her room and she says, she hears our mom get home from work and they're playing hide the baby. Because my mom gets home and she's like, okay, where's my baby? Because that's the first thing you do as a mother.
Yeah.
Where's my baby?
How's my kid? Let me see my kid.
Oh, she's napping. Okay, well, let me check on her. No, it's fine. Leave her alone. We just checked on her. Let her sleep. And my mom was like, fuck all of you. I want to see my baby. That's my baby.
Mm-hmm.
So she's all like, if my mom tells me that everyone's all like trying to like keep me away from her. And my mom's getting pissed at this point. She's like, stop it. I want my baby. Let me see my baby. And she says she sees me. And my sister says she hears my mom's blood-curdling, ear-piercing scream. Going, so loud. Yelling and cursing in English and in Spanish to my dad and my uncle, who they are laughing their asses off at this point. Because now it's just hilarious to make my mom mad. And then she's like, you guys, you shaved my baby's head. You shaved my baby's head. Did you draw a mustache on her? What the hell is wrong with you people? I'm going to kill you both. I'm going to kill you. But my mom's like, she said she saw blood red and that she was ready to murder them right then and there. She didn't care if she was going to prison. She's like, oh, she was furious. And she's there like throwing kicks and punches at them. And they're all running around and she's grabbing things and throwing things at them and yelling at them and cursing at them. And my other uncle, my dad's other brother, he's there trying to diffuse the situation and calm everybody down. He's like, "Oh, no, it's okay, it's okay. Her hair's gonna come back all pretty and long and shiny and curly, and it's gonna be amazing." Newsflash: my hair is not curly; it is straight. It is,
But
pin
it is
straight.
beautiful.
Thank you. But that's thanks to my
Very,
mom's
very
hair.
beautiful.
My mom has my hair, not anymore because she's old, but. Yeah, that's the story of how my dad shaved my head as a baby, thinking he would get curly hair because he wanted me with curly hair. That did not happen. And there's a picture to this day of me and my dad at the zoo as a baby, and he's there proudly showing off my shaved head. Oh yeah, and to make matters worse, because he shaved my head, my hair was growing back all weird. And my dad was like, "Let's shave it again and restart." And my mom's like kicking him every time he would say that. And she says that one time that we're sitting at a restaurant eating dinner, and I'm there in like the baby high chair with my fucked up head, and there's the table next to
What is this?
my mom. The table next to them, there's like the kid started staring at my head, and the kid, because kids being kids,
Of course,
says to his mom loudly, "What's wrong with that baby's head?" And my mom gets so fucking pissed, and she kicks my dad under the table, and because he's laughing his ass off, because it's hilarious to him, and she like kicks him under the table, like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? This is why now my kid's getting weird looks." And my mom also said one time that she was at a store with me in the like, little shopping cart as a baby, and the lady like stops my mom, and she's like, "It's so brave that you and your baby are out here." Because she thought I was like a sick kid. And my mom's like, "My baby's fine. She just has a stupid ass father." And she's like, "We're out of here." And my dad's like laughing too.
Also, even if you were like had like an illness or some sort of disorder, you don't say that to someone.
That was like the early 90s. You know, people didn't
Well, yeah,
give a shit
people
back
were
then.
very stupid. Yeah.
People didn't care back then. Now you don't say anything. And it's not like how Hispanics are. They're like, "Be quiet, sweetheart. Don't say anything."
Yeah, like don't talk back.
Those was like American people. And then there was this other time when we lived in Spring Branch. This was like when we recently moved to Houston, and there was like this store there that my parents would go to all the time, and the owners were like Korean or something. So my mom would always go and take me, and the lady loved me. She loved me. She was like, go shop. I'll hold on to the baby. And she loved me so much. And she would say, "Give me the baby. Please give me the baby. I want the baby." And then my mom's like, "No, lady, make your own. Give me my kid."
Make your own.
My mom's like, "We're never coming back here again." Because she was like convinced that lady was going to take me. Because she kept telling her, she's like, "I want your baby."
I'm not sure if that's common in the Korean culture, but especially like 20, 30 years ago. But I have seen like a bunch of reels of people taking like their babies to Japan and like countries with low birth rates, and how much they love babies because they rarely get to see them. So yeah, she was just being sweet.
I don't know, maybe, but that lady really wanted me. I was like, "Mom, why didn't you give me to the Koreans? I could have been
I would
Korean."
have been better. I could have been better off.
And my mom's like, "Shut up, Chris. You're mine. You're my kid. I didn't want to give you to the Koreans." I was like, "What's wrong with that? I could have been Korean. I could have been a doctor by now. I could have owned a store." It's like, I could have had a new name, a new life. I was like, "I'm kind of Asian looking-ish, sort of, not really."
A lot of people think my dad's Vietnamese.
My husband likes to say that he's Filipino, so he's not.
Well, I mean, Filipinos are like half Hispanic. We're
Yeah, they
basically Hispanics.
So this is where we're going to end the stories.
Yes.
So we'll do another Reddit story. If you got fucked up family stories, email them to us. We'll be happy to share them. If you have spooky stories, send them to us. We'd love to share them. So until next time, may your gardens be sweet.
Your dreams lovely.
And your drinks not poisoned. And I think we messed up that line.
We did. Your dreams be sweet.
Your dreams sweet, your gardens lovely, and your drinks not poisoned. Bye-bye.